I'm happy to be with you. I wish I could give you a hug in person, but I'm here via the video to talk to you about an artist named Henri Matisse. And he was a French artist, and he made bright, joyful paper collages. And we know what a collage is because we've talked about it. It's when you put together a bunch of different things, right? Well, Matisse liked to use really bright colors. And back when he was alive, people thought that was really strange. Why would he want to use colors that were so bright? But he did. And in his collages, he liked to tell stories about what was going on in everyday life. And here there's a collage that was made by a 7-year-old, and you'll see there's a mountain and a tree and some clouds. So maybe this boy, whose name is David, made a collage about his day about a hike in the mountains. So Matisse, he did that. Besides painting, he made colorful collages. And I'd like to read you this cute little book that I had found right here in our library at Grace Lutheran Preschool. And it's called A Magical Day with Matisse. It says, grab your hat, come out and play where sailboats bob on a blueberry bay. A rainbow of rooftops, a sparkling sea, and raspberry hills await you and me. We play flutes and fiddles and clap to the beat while soft grass tickles our tapping feet. From a bowl in the garden, goldfish sing along. 1, 2, 3, 4, there goes bubbling song. Let's dance and fly and hold hands and sing and spin round and round in a rosy ring. The tide is high, the sun is low. We need to rest, so inside we go. In the very cherry room upstairs, we'll feast on peaches, plums, and pears. A big bowl of apples, so shiny and sweet. Take one for dessert, there's plenty to eat. After dinner, as our busy day ends, let's listen to music and play games with friends. Hearts full of song and eyes shining bright, we'll play more tomorrow, but now it's good night. So you see how Matisse made, this is actually a painting, but he could have done a collage of this. He was showing a day in the life of these people. These two men here were playing chess while this woman played piano. And maybe that was a memory that he wanted to keep in his heart. So he said, let me make a painting of it. So, and you'll see on the cover here, this is a famous painting by Matisse with 4 goldfish. And up at the top, here I'll go to this page where you don't have the label. Let's see. Here it is. You see, there's 4 goldfish, and then up at the top is a reflection of the goldfish in the water. So Miss Lisa thought, well, since we like collage, let me make a little collage of this painting. And I cut out 4 goldfish, and you notice right over here, right here, we have a goldfish that's behind another goldfish. That's called overlapping, and I know we've talked about that. So that's just a way, you don't always see the whole fish, or like if you're painting a bunch of grapes like we did with our purple paint, you don't necessarily have to see every part of every single grape. That's overlapping, and it makes your artwork interesting. So there's that. Now, speaking of collage, I thought, since it is Groundhog's Day, and since we have our neighborhood groundhog, Henderson Phil, I thought maybe I should make a collage about today. And here's my paper collage about the groundhog. And you know, it was sunny where he lives, and he saw his shadow. And I cut out a piece of black paper to make it look like that's his shadow. And because the sun was out, he did actually see his shadow. And I think that made him scared. So he went right back into his hole and said, 6 more weeks of winter. And he's going to stay down in his burrow and stay nice and warm. And I think we're going to have 6 weeks of winter anyway. But he did see his shadow. So have a wonderful day and try to make a collage about something that you do during your week. It might be baking cookies. You might do something like that. So you can maybe do a collage of a day that you made cookies with your sister or brother. And remember, when you go to trace paper, think about different things that you might have at your house that you could use to trace. You could trace puzzle pieces, and if it's easier, if you have a puzzle that has these little pegs, might be easier for you to hold those, but you can always ask for a little help. And when you go to trace, we don't want to go right in the middle of the paper, because if we go to the edge of the paper, then we could save the bigger part for another art project, right? And after I trace with my pencil carefully, you know, just a reminder, thumb in the small hole, fingers in the big hole at the bottom. But instead of trying to cut around what I traced, I might go ahead and make it a little bit easier and cut out this part first, and then take my time to cut the actual thing that I want to use in my collage, just to make it a little easier for you, okay? But always ask for help. It's good to get help, okay? And remember, I would love to see some of your art, so maybe you can post it on the Grace Preschool website. That would be fabulous. Or send it to Miss Beth Ann, and she could post it. We love you, and we miss you, and we hope you're enjoying your day. Till next time. Oh, speaking of next time, it's getting close to Valentine's Day, so we're going to make something with hearts. But I won't tell you what it is. You'll have to come back and see. Bye. Love you. Happy Groundhog's Day.